Today we're going to make cinnamon toast in an air fryer. So this is what we need: an egg, some sugar, some milk, a slice of bread, some cinnamon, a bowl, a whisk and a spatula. We'll also need an air fryer for the cooking at the end of the process. We begin by beating the egg, so get that in there. Add a splash of milk, cinnamon to taste, and I'm going to use a rotary hand blender, but you can use a balloon whisk or a fork or an electric mixer, whatever you've got in your kitchen arsenal. The main thing is to get a really good blend, because we don't want any lumpy, over eggy parts. Some people like that, but I prefer to taste the cinnamon rather than the egg in the overall flavour. And when we're done with the mix, we should have something that looks like a nice sort of hot chocolate colour, and it should be reasonably well mixed. I'm going to turn this into a shallow baking tray. You could use a plate or whatever you have to hand. And then I'm going to submerge the bread one side at a time for 2 minutes on each side to get a really good soaking and coating of the bread. And we'll turn it to do the other side. We'll just move it in the liquid to pick up as much of the cinnamon and the milk and the egg as we can, and we'll leave that for 2 minutes. And now we should have a good coating on both sides. We're going to transfer the bread to a plate. Let's have a look. Oh, a little bit patchy there. Try and maybe get some of that moved around. We've got a bit left over, so let's see if we can just finish that off to fill in any gaps where there's some flavour missing. Now, having rescued the absence of flavour situation, we'll take this over to the microwave just to firm up the egg and milk before we put it into the air fryer, because we don't want it going into the air fryer too wet. It'll just drip and we won't have a good outcome. Whereas if we start the cooking in the microwave, we can just get a nice crisp using the air fryer. get that going for a minute. Yep, it's spongy, but it's not wet. It's nice and dry when I touch it with my fingers. We'll turn it over. It might be a bit hot. We'll turn it over to get the other side. And we'll do that for 30 seconds. And again, we've got a good sponginess without it being wet to the touch. So we'll transfer over to the air fryer now. The air fryer basket. I've got a small air fryer, so it does fit one slice, and I'm gonna just generously sprinkle with some sugar. Add it to the air fryer. And we're going to go for 6 minutes, and we're going to go for 180 degrees. So the first 6 minutes are up, and what we have is we've got a nice crisp on the top. So we're just going to turn it over, because surprisingly enough, it won't have crisped up evenly on both sides. We've still got some softness here. Let's add some sugar to the equation, and we'll go for another 6. And there we have it, the 6 minutes is up. Let's see how we've got on. Yeah, lovely golden brown. Let's move it over, get it plated up, and see what the results are like. And there we are. A no frying pan air fryer cinnamon French toast. And the next test is a really important one. How does it taste? So let's get at it. Oh yeah, lovely, crisp, soft in the middle. Now that is worth the effort. Give it a go. Table manners. Now that is worth the effort. Give it a go. So that was cinnamon toast in an air fryer. We didn't need the frying pan, but I'm not saying it was healthy, but it was tasty.